10 interior design mistakes you won't believe you're making. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the world of interior design. Now, you might think you've got your home looking pretty snazzy, but trust me, there are some sneaky mistakes we all make that can leave a space feeling, well, a little off. These aren't huge things, but they make a world of difference. So, whether you're a design newbie, or you're like me constantly rearranging your living room, this video is for you. We're gonna unveil the top 10 interior design mistakes that could be sabotaging your dream home, and more importantly, how to fix them. Because honey, everyone deserves a fabulous space. Get ready to transform your home from drab to fab. Let's get started. Okay, so you're scrolling through Pinterest, you get hit with a lightning bolt of inspiration, and suddenly you're at the store buying a velvet green sofa. We've all been there. But before you go on a shopping spree, take a step back. Creating a mood board or sketching a floor plan might not sound as exciting as impulse buys, but trust me, a little planning goes a long way. It's like setting the table before you cook. You don't want to end up with a gorgeous lamp that doesn't fit anywhere. Think about the overall vibe you want to create. Are you going for cozy and rustic or sleek and modern? What colors, textures, and patterns speak to you? Once you have a vision, put it down on paper, even if it's just a quick sketch. This will help you create a cohesive and functional space, rather than a mishmash of pretty things that don't quite work together. Remember, your home should tell a story, and every good story needs a plan. We've all been there. You walk into a store for curtain rods and walk out with a vintage rug, a set of throw pillows, and a slight sense of panic because you just blew your budget. Listen, creating a stylish home doesn't have to mean maxing out your credit cards. The key is to set a realistic budget before you even think about shopping. Determine how much you're willing to spend on each item or area, and then stick to it. This way, you can avoid those impulse buys that leave your bank account crying and ensure you can afford all the essentials for your dream space. Remember, good design is about creativity and resourcefulness, not just expensive purchases. Don't be afraid to mix high-end pieces with budget-friendly finds. Some of my favorite pieces are thrifted or DIY'd. Think of your favorite movie. There's always a main character, right? Well, your room needs a star too, a focal point that draws the eye and gives the space a sense of purpose. This could be a stunning fireplace, a captivating piece of art, a statement piece of furniture, or even a built-in bookshelf, something with personality. Without a focal point, your room can feel directionless and forgettable. It's like walking into a party and not recognizing anyone. A little awkward, right? So how do you choose your star? Think about the existing features of your room. Do you have a large window with a killer view? That's your focal point. Or maybe you have a stunning antique dresser you inherited from your grandmother. Let it shine. Once you've identified your focal point, arrange your furniture and decor to highlight it. Think of it as creating a stage for your star to command attention. Chapter 4. Matchy-Matchy Mania. Break free from the catalog. Look, remember when we used to buy those furniture sets where everything matched perfectly? Yeah, let's not do that anymore. Your home should reflect your unique personality, not look like a page ripped straight out of a catalog. Don't be afraid to mix and match styles, textures, and colors to create a space that's uniquely you. Start by incorporating different textures. Think chunky knit throws, sleek leather chairs, or rustic wooden tables. Layering textures adds depth and visual interest to a space. Next, play with patterns. Mix stripes with florals, geometrics with abstract designs. The key is to choose patterns that complement each other without being too overwhelming. And don't be afraid to mix different styles. You can totally have a mid-century modern sofa with a bohemian rug and industrial lighting. It's all about finding that balance and creating a cohesive look that feels personal and curated. Chapter 5. The Clutter Monster. Taming the Beast and Your Belongings. Listen, we're all guilty of accumulating stuff, but when your home starts to resemble an episode of Hoarders, it's time to take action. Clutter isn't just visually unappealing, it can also make us feel stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. It's like your mind can't relax because your eyes can't find a place to rest. The first step to conquering clutter is the hardest: decluttering. Go through your belongings and get rid of anything you don't use, need, or love. If you haven't used it in a year, chances are you won't miss it. Next, find clever storage solutions to keep your belongings organized and out of sight. Think baskets, ottomans with hidden storage, or floating shelves. And finally, be mindful of what you bring into your home. Before you buy something new, ask yourself, do I really need this? And where will I put it? Remember, a clutter-free home is a happy home. Chapter 6. The Family History Curse. Honoring the past. Embracing your style. We've all been there. You inherit your great-aunt's china cabinet, and while you appreciate the sentimental value, it clashes horribly with your modern minimalist aesthetic. Here's the thing, you don't have to display something you hate just because it has sentimental value. It's okay to let go of items that don't bring you joy or fit your style. Now, that doesn't mean you should toss everything with a family history in the donation bin. There are plenty of ways to honor family history without sacrificing your design aesthetic. Consider incorporating family heirlooms in subtle ways. Frame old family photos in modern frames, use vintage textiles as throw pillow covers, or display antique china on open shelving in your kitchen. Remember, it's your home, and you should surround yourself with things you love, even if that means giving those family heirlooms a modern makeover. Chapter 7. A rug that's too small for your space is like wearing a pair of shoes that are 2 sizes too small. It's just not a good look. Choosing the right rug size is crucial for creating a cohesive and well-designed room. A too small rug will make your room feel choppy and disjointed, while a larger rug can actually make the space feel bigger. So, how do you choose the right size? A good rule of thumb is to choose a rug that's large enough to extend under the front legs of your furniture. This helps to anchor the space and create a sense of flow. For example, in your living room, your rug should be large enough to fit under the front legs of your sofa and chairs. In your dining room, the rug should extend beyond the chairs when they're pulled out from the table. Don't be afraid to go big. A large rug can make a bold statement and define different zones in your space. Plus, it's way cozier to sink your toes into a plush rug that covers most of the floor. Have you ever walked into a room lit by a single, harsh overhead light and felt like you were on a stage in an interrogation room? Yeah, not exactly inviting, is it? Lighting is one of the most important aspects of interior design, yet it's often overlooked. The right lighting can transform a space from cold and uninviting to warm, welcoming, and oh so chic. The key is to layer your lighting using a combination of overhead lights, lamps, and sconces. This creates depth, dimension, and a cozy ambiance. Start with your overhead lighting. Instead of relying on a single bright fixture, opt for dimmer switches or install multiple light sources to create a more diffused and flattering light. Next, add lamps to provide task lighting for reading or working, and to create cozy pools of light throughout the room. Finally, incorporate sconces for accent lighting and to highlight architectural features or artwork. Remember, lighting is all about creating mood and ambiance, so have fun experimenting with different light sources to find what works best for your space. You know those design secrets that make your home look instantly more expensive and stylish? Well, hanging your curtains correctly is one of them. Believe it or not, the height at which you hang your curtains can make a huge difference in the overall look and feel of your room. Curtains that are hung too low can make your ceilings look lower and your windows appear smaller. To create the illusion of higher ceilings and larger windows, hang your curtains as close to the ceiling as possible. Ideally, you want your curtains to just graze the floor, creating a long, elegant line. If you have crown molding, hang your curtains a few inches below the molding to create a seamless look. And if you're working with short windows, opt for floor-to-ceiling curtains to elongate the look of your walls. Remember, curtains are like jewelry for your windows, so choose fabrics and styles that complement your decor and add a touch of personality to your space. We've all been conditioned to push our furniture up against the walls. But here's a little design secret. It's okay to let your furniture float. Pulling your furniture away from the walls can actually make your room feel larger and more inviting. It creates the illusion of more space and allows for better traffic flow. Try pulling your sofa away from the wall and creating a conversation area with chairs and a coffee table. Or, in your bedroom, position your bed in the center of the room with nightstands on either side. Don't be afraid to experiment with different furniture arrangements until you find what works best for your space. Remember, your home should be a reflection of your personality and lifestyle, so don't be afraid to break the rules and create a space that feels uniquely you. So there you have it, folks. The top 10 interior design mistakes you might be making without even realizing it. By avoiding these pitfalls and embracing your unique style, you can create a home that's not only stylish and functional, but also a true reflection of you. Remember, designing your dream home should be a fun and rewarding experience. Don't be afraid to experiment, take risks, and most importantly, make it your own. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more design tips and tricks. And be sure to let me know in the comments below what your biggest interior design challenges are. I love hearing from you.